It's cracking. It's your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Just coming. I got something really kind of heavy on my heart, but I'll get to it in a second. Like, share, follow, hit that notification bell. Excuse me. Select the all option so that you receive all the notifications when the uploads. Let's give praise to my dad, the Most High God, for giving us an experience to live. No matter what the experience is, we should just be grateful that we have an opportunity to live in those experiences. You feel me? As fucked up as they may get sometimes, as shitty as people are sometimes, it's still an opportunity to live. He does not allow us to go through things that we cannot get through, or that he will not lead us through, is what I heard. So why am I even irritated? I guess I'm irritated because there's a reason why we all go through some things. Sometimes I just really feel like there's not even a good reason or a reason that we shouldn't even understand. We need to understand at that moment. I'm irritated because I'm inclined to believe that there are tons of people who watch certain persons' experiences in life, like they watch our whole entire struggles, and they don't learn anything. They learn nothing. They don't learn anything. Because at some point I just really kind of feel like it becomes an obsession, because it gives people some type of control over people. I just feel I don't know, like God just told me to, like Dad just told me to come talk about it. What I'm actually hearing is that you guys have taken it too far. Because there's a way to observe people in like like a zoo. Like a zoo. There's a way to observe people in their natural habitat, but then it becomes something else when people start to then try to introduce different variables to see how somebody then proceeds in their natural environment. That's not right. It's not right. It's not right. The God is not very happy about that. I'm really starting to notice is that through my experience collective, when there's no such thing as coincidences. There's just not. There's just not. There's no such thing as coincidences. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if half the I do know. Most of the stuff that I've gone through hasn't even been real. It's just to see what I would do under these circumstances. And that's wrong. This Hunger Games shit. There's a moment where some of this shit is matrixy, some of this shit is actually like stepping out of the matrix, and it's important for the evolution of society. But then there's just fucking games that people play. People want to come on and pretend to be all these, these prophetic visionaries. What God said this and what God didn't say. God said this. No, it's just a way for them to try to control you. For you to do what they need you to do in that moment so that they can get a fucking check, or that they can win a bet, or they can feel like they're connected to some otherworldly source. And that's not the way it goes. Y'all motherfuckers are disgustingly wrong. I know when I see what I see, I know what's happening. I could never sit back and watch anybody go through some shit I done set up for them just to see what the fuck they would do. A motherfuckers is really sitting around here broke, struggling in some more shit because people want to see what's going to happen next. That's why I'm just saying, like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Can't nobody tell you how to pray. Can't nobody tell you how to connect to God. Can't nobody tell you got to get on your knees and do a motherfucking thing in order to connect to the higher source. No, you don't. You don't have to meditate to do any of that. You got people. I can't stand it. People are sitting around telling people how to fucking pray, or how to fucking get in touch with a higher source. That's not God, people. Nobody can tell you how to connect to your higher source. Your source, your dad, God, whatever you like to call it. Him or her. Nobody can tell you how to do that. That's some mind control shit. As a matter of fact, when you do what somebody told you to do, the way they're telling you to do it, you're feeding into their fucking ego and energy. You're making them, then that's when they become God. That's what they want from y'all. That's some weird ass shit. I don't know why I just thought about that. Because it's true. You don't think I know people sitting around watching me? Everything I motherfucking do? If some crackhead off the street can put in a hidden camera in my motherfucking apartment for some bullshit ass nigga to watch, what the fuck makes you think ain't nobody in a higher power in these hierarchies of the world doing the same shit to all of us? I done had to jump through hoops to get some shit somebody left for me from my fucking family. Not from them, but by some motherfucking body in a hierarchy. That's what really happened. I'm trying to say these breeding programs. I don't know why all this shit's coming to me today. There's a certain point where we got to realize that we shouldn't even be upset about it. I'm just upset about the fact that they take people through hardships to test their durability instead of allowing these hardships just to occur naturally. It's like they're breeding superhuman beings. They're trying to see the survival of the fittest is what I just heard. But the people that are running us through these tests they would never be able to do it. So maybe I don't think that they should even be in charge of these tests. You got a whole bunch of weak ass people sitting around putting really strong ass people, pushing them to the max, and that's why I'm upset, because I have been pushed to the max, and at the very end of it all, people are still waiting for me and wanting me to still fucking solve problems, figure out riddles. I'm not doing it no more. If something's coming from me, it's gonna come from me. I'm not gonna sit around and be putting together no motherfucking trying to put together pieces to figure out where to go and what to do next to get some shit that already belongs to me, or to walk into a relationship that's already supposed to be mine. If a nigga can't show his face, if a nigga can't come and talk to me himself, or put a fucking, it ain't that fucking hard, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of being pushed to the max, because then when I'm pushed to the max, I'm no good for even myself. And collective, neither are you. Because I swear to God, I'm not the only person. If I'm the only person that this is happening to, all y'all motherfuckers is going to straight hell. For putting one person through all this shit just for your entertainment, or to see what kind of gifts they got, to see what they'll do next, or to see what you can get up off of a motherfucker, or to put a motherfucker through, have a motherfucker jumping through a bunch of hoops to see if they worthy to be with your ass. You got me fucked up. I don't want to know. I don't want to be with anybody that's done that to me. And that's the truth. I don't give a fuck how much I love you. You could be my soulmate. You could be my twin flame. And if I find out that you've been sitting around having me jump through hoops to be with your motherfucking ass to see if I'm worthy to be with you, I don't want you. I don't want you. Confirmation. I just heard it. I don't give a fuck. I don't want you. That's the truth, Ruth. I don't give a fuck how much I love somebody. If you've done that to me, then you've been a part of my motherfucking misery. Collective, I'm trying to tell you, you should don't ever make nobody jump through hoops to prove that they're worthy to be with you. Because if you do that, then you're not worthy to be with that person. Because that's not what love is. Love is not a series and cycles of tests to see if somebody's worthy or worth it. Your heart will tell you right off the bat whether or not you should be with somebody or not. I'm channeling all this shit today because I know it's happening. God is telling me this is what's happened. And the ultimate test is from Him, not from nobody in this motherfucking 3D world. Anybody that wants to put you through a battery of tests is what I just heard. Somebody just literally said battery of tests. Somebody's taking you through a battery of tests to see if you're worthy for all these different kind of roles or positions in society. No, you don't have to worry about that. Because this 3D shit is fuck that. I'm up there. And then for the people that continue to postpone things that God has come through, Spirit. God is like tapping into me right now. So He has already set aside things for you and for me and for His kids, for His chosen. And there are people that have had advanced knowledge and access to these things and what they have done. They want them for them. Basically, they want to be able to tap into some earthly wealth. They've known it's there. They've had their hands in it the whole fucking time. And they want to continue to keep able to tap into some shit that don't even belong to them. So they put you through these battery of tests to see if you're worth it or you are worthy to receive some shit that is already yours. This some weird ass shit, y'all. This some weird ass shit. And because all it is still trying to control chosen ones. They want to make us feel like we're not worthy to sit where they sit, but the seats that they sit are ours. That's why I've been real kind of selective about the shit that I watch. Like, shit I watch in here, I know who the fuck I should or should not be watching. Well, I can watch anything I want to, but I am that good. I'm that discerning now where I know when a motherfucker is. There are people, I'm trying to tell you right now, I don't trust nobody that don't like who the fuck they are. And once again, I'm telling you again, y'all don't never hear me come on here and say, God says to do this. Now, I'll tell you what God said for me to do, or what God is telling me to say. But I ain't never coming on here telling them, God said you got to do this and do that. The Holy Spirit said that you got to do this to get your partner. Who the fuck are you? I don't like that shit. Because anybody that's got anybody that they are happy with is not worried about telling nobody else how to go get what they need. Or who they should be with. I don't care. I don't care what nobody. This is why. Soul Tribe. It is one thing for people to work together to uplift somebody, but to come along and try to control people through religion, spirituality, a doctrine, a heart's desire. No. Hell no. I'm telling you, when this is all said and done, y'all might not see me for a long ass time. I'm sorry to God. Y'all just might not. I'm tired of being a lab rat. This is what I feel like. I feel like a fucking lab rat. I feel like somebody, all this shit that's happening, the whole world is watching. 1 o'clock. The whole world is watching and has been for a very long time to see what I would do. It's a controlled experiment. A human fucking experiment. I'm over it. I had to come. Well, you know what? I worked this hard for me. That's the truth. I didn't work this hard for no fucking inheritance. I didn't even know the bitch was there. And even when the Spirit came and told me about some shit, I still was not working hard to change my ways for some shit. Because my thought was, if it's mine, it's mine. These motherfuckers need to just give it. They give it or they don't. Y'all have seen. I did not launch no attack on my family to go get some shit. I fought back against them trying to attack me for some shit that they had already stole. I've already determined, and I've already came to my mind. My wealth comes from within me. I've always been a hustler. I make my own money, make my own dough. But this y'all know too, because motherfuckers is making dough and doing the shit off of me for years. And it's some controlled experiment kind of shit. And anybody that's participated in this controlled experiment, y'all are in trouble because you took it too far. I'm telling you what God is telling me. He ain't telling me to tell y'all what to do. He's just telling me how he feels about what you guys have done to me. You guys took it too far. And are still taking it too far because he still sees y'all and what y'all doing too. Y'all not doing this for a good reason. You guys are doing it for your reasons. Every now and again, y'all, I get these downloads of these. I'm a part of this experiment, and it's not fair because you guys keep limiting what I can do in this 3D realm, which is why God has allowed me to ascend in the 5D higher than I even thought I ever would, because you all keep controlling my 3D, only allowing me to get so far. Only allowing my gifts to kind of to grow on my gifts, and not even talking about spiritual gifts, just only allowing me to go so far while you guys sit around and watch me like a lab rat and take notes so that you guys can be greater than I. That's crazy as fuck, because the greater that you are is from my gifts, not yours. Because I realize that my gifts that I have are from him. So basically you guys are trying to keep God as a lab rat? Y'all motherfuckers have too much to say. Scientific kind of science, man. Y'all letting science destroy y'all too. Again, all over. It's the same shit's happening all over again. And if these motherfuckers don't quit parking outside my motherfucking window running their fucking cars, this is what I'm saying. Like, this shit it's over. It's this shit got to stop today. I'm telling you, like, I'll never sacrifice myself for anybody, and I need these fucking cats. I'm sick and tired of this shit, G. I will walk up out of this bitch tomorrow with a backpack on and won't nobody ever be able to find me again. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm tired. There's only so much a person can fucking take before. I don't. You gotta believe in God. I'm telling you what God's telling me right now. You have free will, son, and I'm giving you free will because you would do as I ask you to do. You will be obedient to the word that I give you. And I'm telling you what God's telling me right now. Like, they're taking it too far. It is time for you to leave this place, and it has been. I don't have to stick around for this shit. I just don't have to do that no more. God's really saying, like, they've taken it too far. Now they're not even listening. People aren't even listening to God anymore because they think they are God. 1:44 o'clock, as I said, I'm closing this shit out. I'm done talking about this shit. I've already telling motherfucker what I mean. I'm tired of this shit. Why the fuck should I have to sit here and keep motherfuckers? Why motherfuckers do shit like keep this. It's a test. It's an experiment. How much more can he take? Would you want to sit in this motherfucking raggedy ass apartment and smell mold or smell car exhaust fumes all the time? No. So it's over. I'm telling you, if I'm not out this bitch, I'm leaving. I'll leave. And I'm not lying. I swear to, I put my hand to God. God got my back on this. Because people aren't moving fast enough. There are people that are slowing down the process for our growth, my growth, your growth. Because they are too busy trying to run fucked up experiments. And I'm getting confirmations in my ear every time I say this shit. They're still trying to make sure, let's make sure that he's really who he says he is. Fuck you. I don't have to do, I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't even know you. But y'all know everything about me. You probably know what the fuck my asshole looks like. And that's some sick ass shit. I'm telling you, this is why my purpose is here. Because this shit's, I'm 555. This is why motherfuckers are scared. Half the fucking hitman coming from me ain't just from my family. It's from these organizations, secret society. These motherfucking scientists running these tests on us. Because now they scared. They're trying to clean some shit up. Well, we were just doing it for humanity's sake. No, you weren't, bitch. You was doing it for your own sick ass purposes, or mad as fuck because you don't know how to do some shit that a motherfucker from heaven does. I'm over it. All right, I'm done. Deuces.